Hi, I'm Alden.
And I'm Keldon.
You remember us from Good Twin, Bad Twin, right?
And we're here today because we want to ask you to do something for us. We want you to imagine. Imagine for just one moment that your child was missing, and just missing for just a second, just for a second. And I know you may say that could never happen to me, but just imagine, okay? Imagine that rush hour traffic. You got your to-do list and you've scratched those items off the to-do list, and you're going through your normal day, the hustle and bustle, but this is at afternoon time. Well, you're trying to beat traffic, but it's a little thick. You took the back road like you normally do because you're trying to avoid, you know how you got your little shortcut so you can at least get to the school to pick up the little one before anybody leaves the school. You get to school and you realize that everybody is gone. You sit back in the car and for that split second wonder, where is she? What happened? Just as you realize, or you get a phone call, your daughter, son says to you, don't forget to pick me up from sister so-and-so's house or over to my cousin's house because remember I had soccer practice. And you go, now in that brief moment, imagine how you felt. Imagine what you felt like when you could not remember and didn't have any idea where your child was. Now I want you to imagine that feeling all day, every day.
We're at the law office of Sanford and Knott, the attorney for Greg and Myra Lewis, Erica Lewis, the parents of Myra Lewis. We're asking for your help.
We're asking you to help us find Myra. Help us find Myra Lewis.
Stay tuned. We're going to have a conversation with the parents of Myra Lewis. Hi, I'm Alden.
And I'm Keldon.
And we're Good Twin, Bad Twin. We're here with Greg and Erica Lewis.
Well, let's just go ahead and get into it. Well, we've had, of course, several conversations before, okay? So I want you guys to just think back like we did when we were having those conversations, okay? All right. Because obviously we're here today with one purpose in mind, just helping to get the word out about Myra, okay?
Yeah.
But I want to get started with helping people understand who you are.
Before you ask your first question, we want to say thank you again because you know all the time you've allowed us to spend with you guys.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna start with you, Greg. Greg, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where did you go to high school?
Canton High School.
Canton High School. Okay.
Yes.
What did you do at Canton, as a matter of fact? What your claim to fame, so to speak, at Canton? What was it?
We know you don't like to talk about it, but
Well, not much to tell. You know, I was an outstanding athlete, known throughout the city, and did a lot of charity work, things like that, and I just really dealt with a lot of my elders. I just basically stayed around a lot of elders when I was younger. So.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this: when you graduated, if I'm understanding correctly, you went off to college, right?
Yes.
Okay. What college did you attend first of all?
Valley State University.
Right. That's right.
And they transferred me to Coleman Community College.
Okay.
And I did 3 years at Kahoma, and then I left there and went to University of Memphis.
Okay, and you during the time you got a degree, correct?
I have my bachelor's degree in science and from the University of Memphis.
Okay. One of the things, the reason, go ahead. I'm
How
sorry.
many colleges recruited you?
Oh, between 6 and 12. You narrow down to the ones that were really serious. It was about 8.
Okay. Now, if you wonder why we brought this up, of course, we're not speaking to a gentleman that is unlearned, okay, or a family that's not unlearned. Gentleman has a degree in criminal justice, correct?
Yes.
Current degree in criminal justice, okay. So it's to be said because
Everyday family.
right, it's an everyday family and went to school. Okay. Speaking of everyday family, how long have you guys been together?
Erica?
12 years.
12 years. 12 years. That's right. And as a matter of fact, you guys have been married. I mean, been together 12 years. And married how long?
9.
Been married 9 years. That's right. So you guys was dating for about 3 years.
Right.
That's right. That's right. So that's right. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to bring that out because there again, we're not talking about a situation where, you know, we have a loving, long history of a loving relationship we're talking about here.
But tell us a little bit about some of the organizations that have stepped up to help.
Barbara Hastings, I want to mention her name because she helped us a lot. She kept us on the loop of what was going on and what she was doing. She come out last month.
Yes.
And
This is the first time we ever met
to
her.
Ken, and we did pink ribbon hanging and hanging her
remember
flags
that.
around the Ken
Yeah.
area square. She helped us out a lot. She did. She
Greg told me about it.
yeah. And I want to thank her for that because she helped us.
And I remember you talking about it.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to bring up Ms. Hastings as well.
Yeah.
Greg, I had another question for you. You know how in the era of CSI, you know, everybody, you know, feel like, you know, you could be a part of the crime fighting community. You know,
Right.
you know how to, you know, use Google to find anybody nowadays, or just use Google Maps. We think we can work in a crime lab today with all of the technology that's available, right? Okay. All right. With that being said, why didn't you? Oh, let's even go back to the movie Liam Neeson, Taken. You know, because we all like to believe that we're gonna, you know, run in there and save the day with the daughter. Why do you do something like that?
Well, like I said, in that movie, if anyone saw that movie, his daughter was of age. She was abducted, but before she was abducted, she contacted her father. She told her father where she was going, where she was going to be. So when these strangers came in, you know, she was able to contact her father, and then her father was able to tell her what to do because he told her, they're going to take you. Go willingly. I'll come and get you. Well, in Myra's point, there was no way that I could do that because I had no idea where she was or where she went. Because when she left out of the house, I had no idea she had left out of the house. Nobody had any idea she had left out of the house. Because, you know, it's like I had told them when I got up a little after 12 to give them their lunch. And I first noticed she was missing. I asked the children, where was Myra? Every one of them said, she's gone with Mama. And it's common that this happens on a regular basis.
Right.
So I didn't think anything of it. Oh, she gone with Mom. Okay, well, Mom took her to relieve me because I was with the baby. And I thought that clean until she got home.
And then what did you do when you realized?
I mean, when she got home, she came in, she asked me, where's Myra? And we argued, you know, because I was like, Myra's with you. And she's like, no, Myra's not with me. I said, no, Myra's with you. So when I asked the children, they were like, well, we thought she went with Myra. So now I'm like going crazy. Okay, it's been a while now that Mom's been gone, and
You told us you
So
did
what did
some
you do?
things.
What did you do?
told us. What did you
I got up and, you know, I went outside, got on my four-wheeler, and I mean, I rode. There's places that I know my children go, and I know there's places that they don't go. But I covered every square inch and mile of where they don't go and where they do go. She was not there. I mean, I rode that four-wheeler completely out of fuel. Well, I had to push it back in the yard. Then I got in my truck and rode to my neighbors, to every neighbor on my road that's within, I would say, a mile range. And I asked them, had they seen her? Nobody had anything. They said no, they didn't see her. So I'm searching. I'm knowing, okay, she's only 2, so if she's walking, she can't go but so far.
Right.
So after I cover a mile each direction, I'm like, she can't walk any further than this. I get back home, I say, I don't see her. She calls police. She calls the sheriff department. They come right out. When they first get there, I tell them, look, I've already searched.
We'll go. Because we don't want to. But the reason we bring this point up is because we wanted to highlight the fact that dispel the rumor or anybody's point that nothing was done or no action was taken. Or when you ask the question, why aren't the family? The family is very actively involved, constantly with.
Just because you don't see them doing anything doesn't mean they're not doing anything. I would tell you that if just to give you a background on the Lewises, and I hate to speak for them, this is a gentle giant. A gentle giant. If you could tell the interaction between them and the wife, they have no animosity between each other. They actually fortified together, trying to find their baby.
Well, it's like my wife said. We really appreciate you two guys for one, because I met you guys first, and and then when Barbara came in, she just turned it up a whole nother level, and and we just can't thank you three enough. It's a lot of support out there, which we've talked to some people today, and they were asking us kind of, what happened? Why we haven't heard anything anymore? We don't have the answers to give them.
You don't.
I told them, I said, well, we're doing the interview today. I can't tell you where it's going to air. I said, when I find out, I'll let you know. But, there's a lot of people that's still concerned.
Right.
And we were passing out flyers yesterday in South Jackson, and we went to Wingstop. And when I passed out the flyer, a lady that was in there actually saw the flyer. She was like, have y'all found her yet? And I was like, no, man, we haven't found her. And she kind of went into tears right there. She was like, y'all haven't heard anything? And once people, look at us and really find out, that we're the actual parents, then it's kind of a whole different...
It's changed their thought of mind.
Yeah, their whole thought process changes because I guess the way the media had us, looking or whatever, they always kept us separated. My version played against her version of what went on. Right. And this is basically the first time that we ever spoke as a unit. How can, the media or the police department or whatever just drop a case like this, a missing child? Because like the lady told us yesterday, she said, well, that could have been my child. I wouldn't want them to stop looking for my child. Right. I wouldn't even want to think that they stopped looking for my child. She said, everybody that look at us, they ask us, I don't see how y'all can be strong. Because, and I tell them, well, we have other children.
Right.
Other family members that are really looking at us, and if we crumble, I know my family. If I crumble, then that's it.
See, he's mostly the strong one on his side, and if he crumble, his dad, even though his dad older than him, he's like a role model to his dad. So if he crumble, his dad is gonna fall. That Mara was all his grandchildren is his heart.
Yeah.
Right.
He
talked to
me. He has no picks whatsoever.
And if he falls, his sisters, his mama. Yeah. So he have to stay strong.
We thank you for allowing us in your lives.
We really do. We really appreciate it. Because we thought it was tough. Just to let us in the home and then to let us in. To let us in. So we really appreciate you guys. And for allowing and to talking to us, man, because you didn't have to do it. You didn't have to do it
over time too.
Because you clearly said, I don't want this out like that. I don't want to be on TV. I don't want this.
Right.
I don't want to be on TV. So we so appreciate this.
Our aim is to help us find Myra, to bring attention to this story once again, so that we can bring Myra home. Again, I'm Alden,
and I'm Calden,
and you guys have a